If you regularly watch The View, then you probably already know that the co-hosts aren't afraid to dig into those hot topics. But when the women aren't battling it out amongst themselves, their passionate opinions have to go somewhere. Here are the moments these View hosts totally lost it on the guests. You don't want to mess with Whoopi Goldberg. That's a lesson that Fox News judge and conservative Trump supporter Jeanine Pirro learned the hard way when she stopped by The View in 2018 and accused Goldberg of having Trump derangement syndrome.
Did you just point at me?
Yes!
Listen, I don't have Trump derangement. Let me tell you what I have.
Goldberg then referenced Trump's divisive rhetoric, claiming,
I'm 62 years old. There have been a lot of people in office that I didn't agree with, but I have never, ever seen anything like this.
Things quickly escalated, with Pirro arguing,
But you said
Whoopi, you know
you
what's
said
horrible?
that
When people
it's
who
okay.
shouldn't be here end up murdering the children of American citizens.
Goldberg then shot back,
You know what's horrible?
What's horrible
when the president
is
of the
we
United
fund
States
sanctuary
whips up
cities.
people to beat the hell out of people.
No.
Considering that Joy Behar is an outspoken Trump opponent, it's really no surprise that she butted heads with his former White House employee, Omarosa Manigault-Newman, in 2017. The epic showdown started when Manigault-Newman took a dig at Behar, saying,
It's got to be really, really hard after, the last year and a half of all the things that you said about Donald to see him sitting in the Oval Office.
Behar shot back,
Kills me as a matter.
And I know it does.
I love that.
Then Manigault-Newman accused Behar of refusing to give the president a chance, which sent Behar into a tirade about how she was waiting on Trump to apologize to those he criticized during his campaign.
I'm waiting for him to apologize. No, not to me. Not to me. To veterans, to John McCain, to the handicapped, the disabled.
Manigault-Newman later came back on the show in 2018 to reveal that before her earlier appearance, Trump had allegedly told her not to look weak and to attack Behar, stating,
He specifically told me to come after you, Joy.
Yeah, I know, because I'm not weak.
If you were possibly still questioning Behar's patience with discussing Trump, you only need to look so far as White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders' visit in late 2017. To put it mildly, neither one of them is the type to back down. Sanders kicked off the battle royale when she expressed hope that the media would cover the Trump administration through a fair lens, saying,
And I think we need to get back to a little bit less editorial comments from the media and a little bit more fact delivering to the American people.
To that, Behar replied,
The media is supposed to not report on the fact that 95% of what he says is a lie.
Sanders shot back with a barbed accusation, arguing,
The problem with that, Joy, is that is you are doing exactly what we're talking about and pushing a false narrative.
Behar then offered some very telling pity, saying,
I feel for you. I feel sorry for you that you have to go out and defend those lies every day.
talk about an awkward moment. There's a good chance that fans of the show probably remember actress Raven-Symone's epic fight with guest co-host Candace Bure in 2015, just 1 month after the That's So Raven alum signed on as a full-time co-host. After Bure defended business owners in Oregon who refused to bake a wedding cake for a lesbian couple, Symoné, who has dated women, said,
The Oregon law bars businesses from discriminating against sexual orientation, race, disability, age, or religion.
She quickly added,
And to me, it's the same exact thing that they did back in the day, saying that black people couldn't do certain things because it's my religious belief.
But Bure didn't see it as discrimination, saying,
This is about freedom of association. It's about constitutional rights. It's about First Amendment rights. We do have the right to still choose who we associate with.
Bure must have struck a chord because Symoné shot back with,
I refuse to associate myself with you right now.
They did
Is
not.
that okay?
Conservative commentator Coulter is notorious for her controversial remarks and penchant for pushing buttons, just like she did on The View in 2012. Coulter, who was there to promote her book, kicked things off by talking about white guilt and why it was supposedly beneficial for Black Americans that O.J. Simpson was acquitted on murder charges in 1995.
Race-mongering has been very bad for America. Liberals use it to promote causes that have nothing to do with black.
She added,
With the O.J. verdict, white America said that's it, the white guilt bank is shut down, and that ended up being the best thing that ever happened to black Americans.
When then host Barbara Walters asked Coulter to clarify her remarks, she began to talk about certain juries who would, quote, not convict even guilty black criminals. Goldberg then jumped in, saying,
Hold up, Miss Coulter. Please stop. Please stop. If you're going to talk about race, at least know what you're talking about.
She added,
Tell me how much you know about being black.
The conversation never recovered from the tense moment, and Goldberg would go on to reject Coulter's claims. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite shows are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.